Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your early morning, late out of date SmackDown review. And of course, a little AEW Rampage, but no one fucking cares. Even AEW acknowledge that the show doesn't matter. I think I forgot to mention. Well, I think I mentioned that on my AEW review for this past week. But like they even self say that Rampage does not matter. That the big stars and go on the show. That just goes to like bury your show. Anyways, like why am I doing this like on early morning? That's because that I went to like it was St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all my Irish people out there and the honorary Irishes when there's really no honorary Irishes. Y'all know you just want to have a good time. I mean, I was out of town. I did come home. I did saw SmackDown, and then right after, I went to like a frat. Let's just say that was like the worst frat party I've ever been to. Just because it got fucking shut down before it even like really got good or whatever. It legit got shut down, so wasted money for nothing and just, you know what? Screw it. Just don't. I guess I'm never gonna. I don't ever plan on going to a frat again, unless it's like. If I know a lot of people are going, then sure. But the fact is, like, not a lot of people I knew were going, really. So, and it just looked like shit. I don't know. Just, fuck that. I don't know. It is what it is. At least, like, if you're gonna do something frat, go to the city, go to the parade, and then, if you're in New York, obviously, go to the parade whenever they have the frat party, and go to the local bars, and you'll be better off with that, okay? If you're in the city, go to Times Square or whatever, in the fucking bars in the city. That's better for you. This entire everything about fucking Lord help me. Never again, never. I complained last week that it was like kind of crap, like just, but like this shit made last week look like fucking the best place to be at for a frat. Like holy shit, how fucking terrible could this place has been? Like, damn it. Last week was raining. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Maybe hopefully I'll have a better time today because it's the weekend and freaking Saturday. There's still, it's Saturday. There's still, the celebrations to still live on. So hopefully if I do decide, I'll be pretty tired. Hopefully a better experience today. Maybe in the city or whatever. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, grab your Coca-Colas, drink them magnificently, inspire me some bitches, go, oh shit. That's what you should always aspire to do when you go into these parties, though, but I don't know. But, hey, positive vibes, right? Positive vibes. God bless, alright? Oh shit. Cheers, motherfuckers, cheers. It's good stuff. Surprised that I don't know, SmackDown did not mention something like this, or like you have Sheamus Irish, he could have said like back then, this is Ireland Day, I don't fucking care. I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't do that shit. So yeah, SmackDown happened. From what I saw, I did miss the first 10 minutes, which was, I guess, people were saying this was the best thing to happen on the show. Well, not exactly. It led to what happened in the main event segment. It was whatever to build off of, Overall, SmackDown was not too terrible, I guess. I don't know, I'm surprised, why can't Raw feel like this a bit? Like, how does it that fucking with SmackDown, it feels like it had a better flow to the show? Unless it's because it's 2 hours. I get it if it's because it's 2 hours, but regardless, even if it is fucking 2 hours, why the fuck couldn't I don't know, why couldn't even Raw? I don't know, it feels more better booked. That's the fucking thing, and less stupid jobber matches. But then I realized, wow, they had a stupid, pointless women's match that no one cares about. I don't know. Apparently, yeah, and again, if the main event's, but regardless, it's still kind of boring show, but hey, it wasn't the worst show I've seen, because, at least, the show, it started off, I guess, something to lead to the main event, which I'm happy about, and not just that, You know, they're trying to build to WrestleMania. It's okay, you know? It's whatever. The show is whatever. Wasn't the worst show. It was definitely better than Raw. Like, I don't know how that... I mean, hey, it's gonna always be better than Raw with a 2-hour shit, but... I mean, again, you could always have a... It's not... If you just fucking have things happening on Raw, then stupid things going on and pointless matches with no stories and just wasting people's time, then the Raw would be okay. SmackDown, I don't know. SmackDown was okay. I don't know. It is what it is. It just definitely without Roman and without freaking really big stars is fine. I mean, no, it's not. It's struggling. It's a struggle to sometimes watch, but hey, at least they're trying to do some stuff. You know, hey, I can't really complain. Show started with Cody Rhodes, so at least you know, that's the positive. Even though I hate Cody Rhodes, I don't give a shit about this guy. You know, like my father. But I'm surprised that he's not doing much of it. I'm glad with that. He's not talking much about my father. My father was Dusty Rhodes and shit. You know, so that's something at least. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't mention him all the time nowadays. But he does say like, so what do you guys want to talk about? Like, shut up. Like, how is that a fucking good fucking catchphrase? Stop saying it all the fucking time. So honestly, no, fuck that. Like, what was I trying to say about Cody Rhodes? You try to probably praise the guy, but then you mention like, wow, that's a stupid fucking catchphrase to say. Oh, what are you talking about? And he said such a gay way, you know. But Cody Rhodes comes out. He says, you know, I would rather talk. You know, I would hear to be talking about Roman Reigns, even though I respect. So he does the I respect you promo. That I respect Roman Reigns because he's the baby face and whatever. But bro, like, why do you respect him? Mention why, and I don't know. Like, then if that's I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, there should be seen like more build. So again. Enough with the respect bullshit, okay? If you really respect him, then you gotta establish some reason why he wants to fucking beat him so badly at WrestleMania. You know? Like, come on. Fucking do something with, like... By now, fucking Roman should have pissed off fucking Cody to what's gonna happen Mania. Heck, again, the fucking Cody should fucking be pissed off like how fucking Roman... Supposedly fucking, like, again, how he fucking buried his ass on a mic. Come on. And how he fucking mentioned about his father. Damn it. Like, come on here. And he's like, oh, I respect you, Roman. Whatever. He's gonna fucking face that Mania. I look forward to beating him, but he looks forward to do something else tonight. And he calls out Kevin Owens. Because he's gonna bring more change. Kevin Owens says he knows what's going on. Then Sami comes out. Basically, you know, it's the typical that Kevin Owens is not doesn't want to trust Sami Zayn or whatever. Like Sami Zayn says, like they united as one. They fought each other. Blah blah blah. But the only way to end the bloodline is together. But then Owens says, like, you know, like I've been through this song and dance before. That I could do it by myself. I don't need you. Because we're not really friends. I would rather do this as friends and whatever. He says, I'm sorry, but no. He left. Then after that segment ended, they showed something. They showed like they're in the parking lot. Sami says, like, you know what happens, but I love you, man. I love you. Like, we're brothers. I mean, then he said that about Jey Uso or I don't know, whatever. You know, it's just more building up like that. They need to stop the bloodline. It's fine, you know. I would have liked it, like, if they're trying to make Kevin Owens, like, I guess, even though I'm not, obviously, like, don't rip, I mean, they're kind of already ripping it off, then you should basically, sure, you should do some, I wish they kind of build off the moment a bit more, like, maybe, like, if, you know, maybe, like, if Cody really fucking respects Roman, then why is he attacking the bloodline? Whatever, so much for that. Again, I would rather, like, the big moment, like, or heck, it could have happened on even on Raw, you know, but obviously, like, I'm kind of glad they tried to do something tonight. But they like it would have been better, I guess, like if Roman was there, like if they did something where Sammy and Cody was getting beaten up, and that big reaction where like Owens couldn't fucking handle it, screw it, he fucking that's how he actually reunites with even Zayn. Even though what they did tonight was fine, it just I felt like it should have been like a more built up moment. Like kind of like Austin with the invasion. If they're trying to make Owens so much like fucking Austin, you know what I mean? Because they might do that again, where like this time, like maybe at Raw even, where like Cody and Sammy getting beat up, but then how's it gonna be that big for fucking Owens or whatever? I don't know. It is what it is. Hey, I don't know. First match. Rhea Ripley and Dominic defeats what was it, Legado de Fantasma, which is fucking Santos Escobar and Zelina Vega. Whatever. Fine match, I guess. But then we see Rey Mysterio. It's fine, It is what it is there. It could have been way better, but what can you do? It is what it is. Then we get, we see, then Dominic's talked about Rey and how he won't accept his WrestleMania challenge. Then we see Mysterio coming out. He's like arriving, blah blah blah. And he arrived. Hold on a second. So Dominic says that our Hall of Famer is nothing but a disrespectful deadbeat of a father who has never been there for his son. Rey Mysterio then comes out. Dominic comments on how Rey showed up this time, but he missed many nights in the past when he needed his father the most. Rey asks Ripley if he can have a moment with his son alone, and she leaves the ring. Dominic says Rey took his WrestleMania moment because he's nothing but a scared, failed attempt at a father. Rey admits he wasn't the best father. He missed a lot of things, but that he doesn't take away his love. Rey still loves Dominic, whether Dominic believes it or not, and he is Rey's world. Rey says Dominic will find it pretty soon how selfish this business is, and how Rey made sacrifices so that Dominic, his mom, and his sister can have the life that Rey can only dream of. All the fancy cars, the brand names, you name it. Dominic had it. Every time Dominic got in trouble, the name Mysterio bailed him out, and Rey gets choked up and having a hard time coping with this. Rey said being inducted in the Hall of Fame, inducted in the Hall of Fame, and he loved nothing more for Dominic to be on his side with the stage, but he thinks that it's too late for that. Grand chance you deserve it. And Rey says his bigger regret is what Dominic has become, and if some ungrateful, disrespectful, pathetic punk ass kid called him out at WrestleMania, he'll gladly whoop their ass. Fans basically were up to like, oh, this is like the finally like he's gonna accept, but deep down, he's not gonna accept, not yet. And then like, but he says unfortunately Dominic's his son, and fighting would be the biggest disgrace as a father. And Rey says Dominic isn't worth it. He won't fight him now or any time, even at WrestleMania. Rey exits the ring, and Dominic calls Rey a skilled little man and keeps taunting him. And Rey stops at the stage and then leaves. Obviously, they're building it up. It's going to happen soon. Obviously, what I think should happen to lead to this is like, you could even do this at the Hall of Fame. But definitely what they should do is like a segment with the fucking Rey's family. Rey's family. Like, Dom being a disrespectful brat. He even does the unthinkable and target his own family. It's like, but again, like, why does he hate his father so much? I get it's the typical, jealous of your father type of thing, being a spoiled brat type of thing. But it's like, it should be more than that, like, to that, like, than just, whatever. Like, I wish it, like, should have been, like, he felt a little disrespect, like, that his father didn't pick him to like, he picked Ed. It should, like, mention part of that, but not just that, also, like, I don't know. It should be more advanced than just like, oh, I hate you, Dad. Fuck you. You're disrespectful type of thing. It should definitely like be building up more. Like, let's say, like the reason why he wants to fight him or heck, maybe like if there's like a clause that, hey, punch me. If you want, like they should be building up that much more. Like the reason why guns get punched so much, maybe like that could be a thing where he claims like, you assaulted me, now you gotta pay me all this money or you're gonna be in jail still or whatever. Kind of like because Dominic wants to pretend like he's this, he's a thug and shit like that. He wants to use the jail against like being jail against Ray because Ray put him in jail or whatever. It should be that type of scenario. That would be nice to happen. And then, like, because of that, like, when, like, Ray snaps, let's say, because he got angry, then that would lead to basically Mysterio accepting the challenge officially after he just punched him, like, when, like, let's say Dominic goes, like, above the edge, and just, yeah, I would do that, and that would lead to definitely the match happening in Mania. I do think it's fine that, sure, maybe, like, they'll, like, announce it the last minute. It could be, like, definitely that would, I mean, you got, I don't know, you got some people that may not believe that this match is happening, though, but, like, if ever gonna happen, like, I don't know, some wrestling fans are really not that smart, but at least, like, they're throwing it out there that, this match will eventually happen, so, hey, good stuff. And, it's fine, they're doing the best they can with this build, I guess, I just wish the build was more, like, heated, but, hey, it is what it is, though. They're doing something, so I can't really complain with that. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv, and yeah, the build is fine. It's definitely something to look for. Definitely Dominic, I will say, has improved a lot, and it's good stuff. I'm happy. I liked it. I definitely want to see Dominic. Definitely, like it would be nice. Like again, like to get out of the Mysterio name, like this mention, like he should have been Dominic Guerrero again. Like I would have loved it to be him be Dominic Guerrero. I don't know why they didn't go with that, but whatever. That would have been like really good, and then that would have made sense. Of like the Mysterio name got you out of trouble, that would have been cool. Like to have that as a thing. But after that, regardless, it's definitely in the future, Dominic. I would love to see Dominic and Rhea Ripley kind of have a definitely like a China Eddie Guerrero type of relationship. Hopefully, being actually an on-screen couple, whatever. And Dominic, actually becomes just being having this alpha female bullshit. Hopefully, that would lead to maybe Dominic taking charge, and that would lead to even Ripley becoming a little bit feminine. That would make sense for the story. And once Dominic find out that he cheated on her, just like how Eddie cheated on fucking China. That's how you can make fucking Rhea Ripley a big babyface turn in a way, to be like a babyface in a way for fucking the main roster. Obviously, what I would like it is they kind of make Rhea Ripley kind of bit feminine, even though Smarts would think how would you want to be feminine? She's Rhea Ripley right now. Who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. We need goddamn women to be attractive, man. Make these women attractive. Maybe this could lead to her losing the stupid piercings or whatever, and that would wow, she kind of has a China woman where she becomes a beautiful woman, she's gonna be on Playboy, even though they're never gonna have her on Playboy. You could do that type of shit where she loses all of that, but becomes feminine because of Dominic. It's all because of Dominic that he's taking charge. She becomes essentially Mamacita, not just mom. Well, yeah, you can definitely keep calling her mommy, and then just. Imagine that he would get if fucking they find out that I want to see that. I want to definitely see fucking the whole Mamacita thing repurposed in this generation. It would be nice. It would be lovely. It would be rip off, but hey, who gives a shit? At least it'll be fucking fun. I think it could be. Just have basically Dominic interpret Ray and Eddie. It'll be great. It definitely, why isn't fucking, Dominic wearing I'm Your Poppy? Why is that I'm Your Mommy? That's the thing. Why you're feminine the guy? Come on. That's emasculation. Fucking, hey. I'm tired of men getting emasculated, like, bro. Like, come on. Anyways, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, I think this was the second match, defeated Tegan Nox and Emma to qualify in a Fatal 4-Way tag match at WrestleMania. So they're, okay, so much for WrestleMania. They're going to be a shorter card, which is like, why couldn't this show be fucking 1 night, 4 hours? There was rumors that this show like was going to be a shorter show, which I respect and I actually admire. But just like, if they're going to do that, then not every match needs to be long. Like, you know? Like, think about it, like, again, all these matches could be done at WrestleMania, no matter how many matches, because look at WrestleMania 4, not every match was fucking long, and it was 4 hours. Doing these matches, and and the only reason why they're going long as they do is because, you know, people complain how fucking how these matches don't go longer they do, or not everyone's at WrestleMania. They also, they always complain that these wrestlers don't get enough time on the show because they think work rate works and whatever. They want to talk about work rate and how do these people not have enough time for their matches? With listen, not every match need to be long, people, and try to be 5-star all the time. You know, what's all about is the story and how, like, doing things so it makes sense. And again, let's be honest here. Giving this, that just leads, like, giving them 15, 20 minutes, that's just going to lead to the match being the same shit as the other matches. You don't want the matches to replicate the same people, because unfortunately, every wrestler nowadays have the same style, and that's a fucking problem. You don't have the indie style, so what's the difference? God forbid you want to do something like, you know, something that makes sense and what people are legit looking forward to. Oh. But sadly, this debunks this, because now they're gonna do man and woman stupid tag matches, because apparently they're planning, like, this is the way how they're gonna get no more contender matches for the tag titles for each, like, why. So they do each for the man and the woman. I would have rather if they just did a stupid battle royal then on each night. But obviously there should be a point for each battle royal. If they're gonna do the Andre Battle Royal, I don't have a problem with them doing the Andre Battle Royal. I always think battle royals are fun if they make sense. Obviously, they ruined the Andre Battle Royal. Definitely what they should do with the Andre Battle Royal, or even like a women's Battle Royal in general, they should do like both Battle Royals. The winner gets a title shot whenever they want. Basically, it could be essentially like the Money in the Bank, even though Money in the Bank is its own thing now. Which, I mean, if you're going to do this shit, then you could have a Mania each night or whatever, but I don't mind Money in the Bank being its own pay-per-view now, even though I used to hate the idea, but then I embrace it, because if you're going to do fucking stupid 2-1 Money in the Banks for the men and the women because you know all this stupid equality shit, then you might as well do it. Obviously, I don't give a shit about Women's Battle Royal, but fuck it, it's fine, okay? What you could do again, with the Battle Royals, the winner gets a title shot whenever they want. That could lead to even like that one of them challenging for the Intercontinental Championship. Heck, a WWE title match in the next night on Raw and shit. Like, anytime they want. They can essentially make that like a cash-in money, like a sort of Money in the Bank inspired battle royal. Like anytime they want, they'll cash that in. In a way, with that, let's say if like Sheamus was not to win tonight, the fucking, or whatever, the fucking Rumble Contenders match. Because obviously that shit was predictable as all hell. This could have led to maybe Sheamus being that battle royal. He wins it, maybe even help with McIntyre, Gunter gets involved. That leads to him cashing in that right to wrestle at WrestleMania in that match and becomes a triple threat. And then that would lead to even that big moment with Sheamus winning the title. That could already been a big, big idea. Look how, but again, a whole bunch of possibilities with the idea. Just basically like a cash-in. And, you know, the Ultimate Baby Face thing, announcing, like, oh, like, in the future, night after Mania, or fucking just any time in the future, you know, announcing, you know, cashing in the right to fucking face whatever, you know? That's what fucking the Battle Royal should be, and that would be nice. I don't know, it's a little idea. So, just my opinion, though. Oh man, stupid. But it is what it is. It definitely is predictable. But yeah, like so much for freaking like wanting a short WrestleMania. I don't know. Okay, I gotta talk about this. So, Charlotte recalls being a kid. Okay, so it's Charlotte. A segment with Charlotte starts with Rhea Ripley. Charlotte recalls being a kid, and this business was built around on Rhodes as a challenger and Flair as a champion. And here we are years later, and it's being built on the same thing. Flair goes on to how she's been a star all her WrestleMania matches, and she says Rhea Ripley can't be a star or a champion until she goes through Flair, which she couldn't do 3 years ago, and which she can't do now because more things change, the more things stays the same. Oh, she kept saying this because get it? The more things change. More things. She still sounds like a man. She can't cut a fucking promo. It doesn't sound like charismatic or whatever. So, unfortunately, this match is slated to be the main event of night 1. So, and because of what they did tonight, basically, all you need to know, Rhea Ripley comes out that all, she comes out with dominant. She basically says, like, I go in the locker room. Everyone run away from me, whether a man or woman, except for Flair. That pisses me off. That tie around your waist, I want and need. It doesn't I just don't need to be a star. I need to be a star. Like, be a star. Yes, I say talents and respect. And after WrestleMania, all is done and dust. Charlotte will learn to call Ripley champion, as she will learn to fear Ripley. Ripley then drops the Flair with a cheap shot to whatever. Then, a big brawl ensues. They get separated. So this was a poor attempt to try and make this match exciting when it will never be exciting, when you can't just do this 2 weeks before Mania and you're pretending this match should main event. Obviously, let's be fucking honest here. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling them. Besides, if you're a fucking feminist cunt or you're a fucking feminazi motherfucker, you're a fucking soy boy, you're a fucking that much of a beta male cuck that pretends to care about women's wrestling. And you're just trying to get laid or whatever, trying to make it seem like women. Because again, no woman cares about women's goddamn wrestling. I guarantee you, all these chicks that you would meet in real life, if you actually go out and fucking talk to these chicks, they don't give a shit about women's goddamn wrestling. They don't. I remember I went to a Halloween party and I actually dressed up like Ric Flair. They were like, I love wrestling when I was a kid. I never cared about the women though. So what does that fucking tell you? Girls never give a shit unless they don't give a shit about women's goddamn wrestling. They don't. I'm sorry. It's the truth. But this is a poor attempt to try and make people care about this match. To act them as an event. I don't give a fuck that Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble. With that analogy, then The Undertaker should main event WrestleMania as the Royal Rumble winner. Which, I mean, to be fair, yes, like, that match was fucking amazing with Batista, but I mean, both matches were great. WrestleMania 23 was one of the best manias ever. Like, fucking Cena and Shawn, I mean, regardless, both matches could main event. They're fucking amazing. Fucking, with that analogy, Cena should have main event WrestleMania 24. Freaking, all these wrestlers, like, come on. All these wrestlers did not main event WrestleMania. Fucking Rey Mysterio did not main event WrestleMania when he won the Royal Rumble. A lot of these people did not main event WrestleMania because, like, the bill was not as exciting or great as these other matches, or they're not the big stars. And I'm sorry, these women's wrestlers are not that big stars. Stop pretending to, because, what WWE says, this is a movement, blah, blah. No, it's not a movement. No one fucking cares. It's fucking a movement to make people turn off the show early. Okay? And it will never be a draw. The only reason people care about women's goddamn wrestling if the women are hot, and let's be honest here, these chicks are not hot. Rhea Ripley used to look attractive, but then you turn her to, or she decides to look tranny-ish, which is like, come on. No one wants to see unattractive women main event the show and not do hot shit. It's like, I'm sorry. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. No one will ever be. Stop pretending to fucking, this is big time, and stop pretending they're important when I'm sorry. No one ever cares. There's a reason why people gave a fuck about Trish and Lee. It's not because of their wrestling ability. Well, they are good wrestlers by logic. Oh, but we talk, no, you want, they're fucking actually are women and fucking actual wrestle like women, and they're hot. Don't give me shit that Charlotte's just a great wrestler. No, she's fucking a tranny bitch. She's fucking Reed Flair from the dead, come to fucking life and repositioned. Or it's just Ric Flair fucking tranny self, you know? Ric Flair is Ric Flair a day, Charlotte Flair a night, cause just like all these stupid trannies. Have you not seen fucking Tootsie with fucking, what's his name? Fucking Mr. Dorothy Michael, I don't know. I'm the guy who played the fucking actor. The actor and also who played Kramer versus Kramer. So yeah, because this legit happened, the whole brawl, just because they're trying to make that the main event of Mania. When literally the main event of Mania should be, from what night one, Owens and Zayn versus the Usos. Because, like it or not, that match has been building up. Main eventing shows. Why not win that main event the show? Don't even, at least, you know, I don't want to praise it, but you, at least, why would it make more sense that, like, if you were doing, because at least, you were back in WrestleMania 35, as much as I hate it, look how much a failure it would be. At least they were putting effort to make you see, this is why this match is main eventing the show, because it's going to be event WrestleMania. Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda were main eventing shows that time, because they were going to do the main event at WrestleMania. And guess what? It was a failure, but at least you believe that, oh, okay, they're main eventing. But it's shit. Xavier Woods defeats LA Knight. I was about to say Eli Drake, whatever. But then he gets angry backstage, like, you know, he saw Ray, and like basically spreading words, like, you know, if Dominic won't face you, I'm gonna treat you like a deadbeat dad you are, blah blah blah. Then Ray attacks him, and Ray speaks Spanish, like, what the fuck did you just say? Rudy Muda is in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's only like known for what he did in WCW and New Japan. I don't know why, but whatever. Hey, just like, oh, get it? He's in the Hall of Fame, guys. You should care. I guess it's just the Smarky fans caring. McIntyre Sheamus ended the WDQ, which is predictable. The match was fine. I like Gunter on commentary. The guy was definitely something. And the main event, we get the confrontation between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. Jey Uso said, you know, I didn't like you, but then you made me loved you, whatever. But then, you know, I did what I did to protect the family, but you made me look stupid. And then, you know, and then Sami says, you're only just angering me because you didn't do it yourself. And then, like, it doesn't need to end like this and blah, blah, blah. But then, like, this, like, makes Jey so angry. Obviously, I would have loved if they established, like, you know, a little bit, like, kind of, I mean, maybe that could be the secret, that's why he didn't do anything, because he's, like, protecting Jimmy. But he should maybe mention that all I do is to protect my family. And then, like, he attacks Sami because he got angry, then Jimmy, blah, blah, blah. But then Kevin Owens comes out, makes the save, and we got that big hug it out, and it's like, oh my god, it's lovely, it's cinema. But, you know, it's fun, it's good. It's good building up. Again, this should be the main event I want, like it or not. Let's talk about Rampage, because I'm running out of time. Powerhouse Hobbs defeats Ray Phoenix, no one fucking cares, Smarky bullshit. Taya Valkyrie defeats some bitch, and then Jade Cargill's there, no one cares. The Jericho Appreciation Society defeats the Bollywood bullshitters. Adam Cole wants a good match because he wants to test his limits. Why does all these gay babyface indie wrestlers want to do this shit? Like, how do you want to, like, I don't know, have a story, characters, like, I want to test the limits, that's so gay. And Daniel Garcia defeats some guy named Brody Lee, blah, 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 I don't give a shit. That's Rampage. Or SmackDown was better than this, and yeah, that's what I have to say. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go fuck some chicks. They're not, and guess what? They won't give a shit about who's got their wrestling. Just keep real, get your gauge call, let's make this case. Buy me some bitches, go shit. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye.